slow that down just a little bit while I get this all shit out. Go live. Okay. What's up, Tony? What's up, Michael? How you guys doing tonight? What's up, Cody? What's up, Steve? What's up, Jesse? How are you fellers tonight? Finally alive. The server had an there was a game update, and I didn't know, so I was trying to figure out what's going on with the server, and I realized that it had a game update, so yeah, so we're late because of that. That's all good. We'll save that. That's good to hear, Cody. I'm pretty good, Jesse. Thanks for asking. Save that. Minimize that. Watching Bluey with the daughter. Are you like invested in it like PJ's is? Like all aboard the Bluey train? PJ's would be the guy that would 100% like camp out for Bluey on Ice tickets. And he doesn't even have kids. He talks about how he watches it when he gets ready in the mornings. I can just see him in front of the TV eating a bowl of cereal before he goes to work in the mornings. I've been watching The Pioneer Woman on HBO Max. What's that about? I don't know as much PJ does. It's Australian. Oh my god. Must be everything loading in. We all know PJ's loves his Aussie stuff. Alright, so what we were... Oh, we were mowing, that's right. I don't know if Tony finished it for me. That's not my tractor. That's not my tractor. That's not my tractor. This is my tractor. Did he pick all that up? I don't know. Do we have... I mean, I guess he planted a bunch of grass. Are they ready to... No. They are not. 57, 56 though. And I think his cornfields down here are ready to go. Oh, the rice is ready to go. Maybe go over some rice. Let's do that. I just want... Since PJ's ain't gonna be here for a couple weeks... Oh, the Pioneer. Okay, Pioneer Woman, the cooking woman, the one that has her stuff in the Walmarts. I know what you mean now. I was thinking like it's like a show about a woman in the pioneer days. I'm alright. Update my frameless to V3 on my itch. I will check that out to after the stream. I have it in game over here. I don't know if you saw it. Took to the Pete. Do have a forage harvester for chopping corn size. Nice. Jesse, are you ready for the Royal Rumble tomorrow? Yes, I am. I am not going to be streaming tomorrow night because of the Royal Rumble. I am taking the night off to watch. The Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view, so I am watching that for sure. gonna make killer homemade biscuits. I mean, that's something, right? I've heard that a lot of her stuff is bland, though. Well, I see. I won't be watching anything else but the Rumble. Exactly. I am going to be glued in front of my TV. I'm going to be waiting for that Roman Rock face-off. Might happen in the men's Rumble. I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready for the Rock Roman Reigns match. Clearly it's going to happen in WrestleMania, correct? Your friend added new tires on new colors. I fixed the cylinders that made the top house color selection. Nice. We gonna go harvest some rice. And hopefully it regrows before PJ comes back. So I'm like, oh, I didn't touch that. I don't know what are you talking about. I bet Punk wins or gets hurt. Well, that's what a lot of people are thinking. Although, hear me out. Hear me out. It was Cena that took his WrestleMania, or it was Cena and Rock that took his WrestleMania spot, right? So what if we use the Royal Rumble that John Cena's gonna be in, his last Royal Rumble, and The Rock possibly gonna be in it to set up a major story at WrestleMania? What if we have one of them two eliminate CM Punk, and CM Punk goes full heel CM Punk and ruins John Cena's like he gets John Cena eliminated out of the Royal Rumble, and we have a Cena CM Punk match at WrestleMania, but he probably will get hurt. Still holds up 3 million liters. Nice. Because let's face it, we do not want CM Punk in the main event for a match. Would I take CM Punk in a main event against John Cena for Cena's last match or last WrestleMania? I don't know if he's going after WrestleMania, but yeah, sign me up. I'm for that. Because we all know the main event. One of the main events is going to be Rock versus Roman. If the Rock wants to fight at WrestleMania, it's going to be Rock and Roman one of the nights, which puts Gunther, puts Cody competing for that last or that second or this one of the two nights, which more than likely will go to Cody. If not, we do Punk versus John Cena. I'll dig it. I dig it. Although a lot of people think Punk's gonna win it. A lot of people think Punk wins. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I do like CM Punk, but You know, the guy can't guy can't wrestle without hurting himself. He's too old for this ish, man. But wait, I thought you used this header to harvest. Does this not? I thought you could use a regular grain header for it. He's as fragile as a leg lamp. Fragile. Maybe it's a corn header? No. They're clearly harvesting rice. What's the rice? I'm not crazy, right? They definitely were harvesting rice. What's... Oh, long grain rice. And so long grain rice you can harvest with a header. So how do you get long grain rice? Tis confusion. So I drove this all the way down here for nothing. Long grain rice you can use a regular header, a regular combine, but the regular rice you need the special harvester. Hashtag dumb. Fire whistles going off. So they use whistles out in your neck of the woods? It's really hilarious the amount of people that move to Dover and post, why is the tornado siren constantly going off? It's like, because those aren't tornado sirens around here, fella. Them there fire whistles. Can you just imagine the panic if you're coming from a place where they use them for tornado sirens? And well, we do use them for tornado sirens, but it's a longer, not longer, more consecutive tones, I think it is. It just plays on constant loop. But can you imagine just freaking out, running to your basement every time there's a fire call? Especially in Dover, where they have multiple calls going on every single day. This thing's a spaceship. Alright, Elon, I'm ready. Send me to Mars. Ours, well, they don't do medical calls anymore. It used to be, I guess I should have turned there. It used to be one long sound was a medical call. I think it's like 6 or 7 ones are for fire calls, and then the continuously going is for a tornado. I think that's how it's here. But like I said, they don't do medical calls anymore. They stopped doing that a long time ago. Probably because it would just be constantly going. Because especially my town, who runs ambulance service from like 2 towns. My town, the town south of us, all the way down to the Maryland line, or over to the Maryland line. So that would just be constantly going off. Sorry, sir. I'm going to space. I'm gonna get me some Mars. The average American is too big for this. Can you imagine having to sit like that? Your head against the ceiling the whole time? We Americans are too big for this. That looks super uncomfortable. Just like, we're cleaning it all out. Whoa. By the time I hit the stream, I might actually be to the freaking field. Ooh, there's a fence. Whoop, there it is. I said, whoop, there it is. So when I was younger, we had 2 whistles, one on top of the station, which wasn't loud enough to reach beyond the high school, so to make up for it, they had this weird spinner whistle attached to it, one of those light towers at ball field. Interesting. We have I think there's 3 in my town. We have one that is in front of the old firehouse, which is now the police station. There's one a block away from me. Maybe 2 blocks away from me. And then, where's the 3rd one? I've seen the 3rd one, and I can't, off the top of my head, remember exactly where it's at. But there's 3 of them in town. And the 2 towns, the town to our east and the town to our south, on, like in the mornings when it's quiet, and the weather is right, you can hear them just as loud as the ones in my town. Because I took the kids to school, and I was checking the mail, and as I stood there, I could hear just it go. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then I looked at my phone, and they had a call in Farmington. And the other days I've heard it, and it's calling Houston. I was like, dang. We would have tracking from school. I know one time I was running 2 miles. Anything got off right corner. Yeah. The one that's closest to me scared the shit out of me one time because it went off literally as I was turning on the road, where it's right off the side of the road. And it went off. I was sitting there with the windows down. Damn near made me shit myself. It was so loud. I feel bad for the people. It's an elderly couple that live like right underneath it. I kind of feel bad for them because it's relatively new and they've lived there, God, since I was a kid. That thing does go off in the middle of the night. Okay? There's no time constraints on when it will go off. It will go off whenever there is a fire call. That thing goes off. Now, the question I have is, when you have a special trailer to haul regular rice. Oh God, please don't tell me you need a special trailer. Does my little trucky truck haul it? Hell yeah, it does. Let me go get my little trucky truck. A dragon needs nut. The one we have now sounds like a German air raid siren. 9! So what you're saying is, every time there's a fire call, you hear what Hitler last heard before he... I should go dump it. I was going to go sell it, but I think I'm going to dump this. We do have storage for a reason. I'm gonna need you to move your big ass. Bonne. Alright, conspiracy time. How many people think that Mustache Man got away and went to Brazil? Because I would think it was, you know, a very far-fetched, I'm cutting over here, far-fetched conspiracy, but they found these abandoned, like, villages in the freaking woods with Nazi memorabilia in it. The redneck gaming hammer, yeah. Considering they never found his body, most definitely. Yeah. I think he got away. Little bear cub, how are you, man? It makes sense. I'm pretty good, thanks for asking. I was watching that, I watched it a while ago, and that just made me think of it. They found those, those full-blown, like, German villages in Brazil, and wasn't it that, like, part of Brazil actually speaks German or something like that? There's a small section speaks German. I think it was Brazil anyway. Anybody else watch that one Netflix documentary where that guy was high-ranking, you know, baddie from them, and he just quietly lived his life in America for God knows how long, and finally that people put two and two together. I think it was called like The Devil Next Door or something like that. but honestly, mostly history is actually quite interesting. Yeah, well, I'm a history nerd, so I find all history interesting. They're bad people. Terrible people. Doesn't make the story not interesting to learn about. I still say he was so angry though was because he couldn't poop. It's pretty well documented that he struggled with chronic constipation, and I think that could be the root of all the problem. I'm just saying, just saying. That's actually cool as fudge, but if you look at how shit was carried out, this man was genius. I don't know if he was a genius. He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what to do and say to get himself in power. Oh yeah, Germans were highly intelligent. Still are. But I still think it all comes down to him not being able to poop. I mean, dude, if you go a day or two without pooping, you know how miserable you feel? Dude went through his entire adult life like that. That would make you kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. No pun intended. I know the struggle, unfortunately. Yeah, see? That'd be a tough way to go. What was the cause of death? Shit. Sorry. Shit. Shit was the cause of death. More like the lack of shit. You know, kind of like Elvis. That's gotta be it. Oh. Can you imagine the medics that had to like go in there? The medic, whoever found, I can't. Who ended up finding Elvis? Can you imagine going there, and especially like the first responders that had to treat him and everything? Can you imagine going there and a lot of these people idolize this guy, and just seeing him on the toilet, dead? That's gotta be embarrassing. You didn't even have time to wipe his cheeks. Oh yeah. That's a shitty way to die. Gotta stop eating so much cheese, man. I know it's hard. It's like all the good stuff has cheese in it. You gotta stop eating all that cheese. Pepper cheese. I get you there. I really do enjoy me some pepper jack cheese. Belly hates me after it, but it's so amazing. I know. My wife made brownies the other night, and I don't know. There's nothing better than getting like a good chocolatey brownie and a glass of milk. And I think I'm mildly lactose intolerant. I can eat cheese, ice cream, stuff like that, not have any problems. But if I drink a cup of milk, oh my god. My stomach absolutely hates me afterwards, but it's so good. Like, you just kind of can't have one without the other, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like spicy food. You know, my butthole hates it, but like, you can't live without spicy food. Chili and pepper cheese is amazing. I'm not a chili guy. I've tried it. It's just not my thing. I don't know. I know you Ohioans are kind of insulted off that comment. I know you Ohioans love your chili. Hey, I'm up for the first time. I'm like, well, I think know what to think. Show me the tits on an almond. One of the greatest lines from the TV show of all time. What's up, Nathan? How are you? Okay, so does almond milk taste anything like regular milk? You're just okay, Nathan? What's up? Please eat some freaking hot peppers, but I haven't had any of my hot one sauce in months. That sucks. What was it I seen recently? They have hot ones out now in? What the hell was it? That... I saw something that had, it was hot ones in the grocery store. I mean, I know they had the chicken, like the chicken balls, and then they had the Hot Pockets. There was something else that had hot one flavoring. Recently saw. It's nuttier, I guess you could say. It wasn't bad. He says it wasn't bad, but he didn't say it was good. Maybe you should try it. The Pepper X. Oh my god. It's supposed to be worse than Carolina Reaper. Wait. Are they just like coming up with new shit now? Because I thought the Carolina Reaper was the hottest pepper. So they found a hotter one? Or they created a hotter one? Got so many hot ones off in the pantry that I can start my own webisodes. There you go. I'll be your first guest, Steve. I get like the fifth one. You son of a bitch, Steve! Oh, the same guy that came up with the Carolina Reaper, came up with Pepper X. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to come out with Pepper Triple X. We drink it straight, but how much hot pepper again now? Yeah. I don't know. I'd be willing to give it a try. Even though I don't like almonds. So if it tastes anything like almond, I'm out. Because I don't like almonds. I used to piss my mom off because my mom really loved almond joys. And I would like eat the bar around the almond and throw the almond away. Pissed her off so bad. Yeah, he didn't want no one would beat his pepper and being hottest in the world. Freaking psychopath. I have sauce with pepper, X Reaper, Ghost, Habanero, all of them. So basically, you just want to fry your intestines, like just gut, intestines, throat, just all gone. You just want to be numb to the world. Steve's over here literally shooting flames at his ass. Just every time he puts a little dab of that sauce on his food, he goes to school the next day, rips a fart, and sets off the fire alarm. Principal's like, Steve, you eat that hot sauce again? I did, sir. I totally did. Alright. Wrap this up. Everybody back inside. Son cut the hot ones of Apollo sauce by accident. I had some on my plate for my room. He thought it was something else. I warned him, but he tried it. Recorded him drinking straight from the faucet for 10 minutes. Sorry for the porcelain throne. Yeah, 100%. Oh my god. Have you seen the meme of the had Taco Bell for dinner with the toilet just scorched? That's Steve's toilet on the daily. What's up, PJs? How you doing, sir? How's your move coming along? Did you get your tank moved? I feel sorry for the poor fellas. He might have built up a resistance. His starfish is immune to flame now. It's fire retardant. They're studying Steve's rear end to better figure out how to fight fires at this point. It's like, how we need the technology of Steve's butthole to help with these freaking electric vehicle fires. They had one here in Delaware and it burned for hours. Like, they could not get the damn thing to go out. Still gotta be rough. I I know, man. That's gotta be. Whew. But then again, me personally, like, I can eat stuff that is making me like cry, like my nose is running, all that. I just look like a woman whose boyfriend broke up with her and she was in love. Like, I look like that after I'm done eating it. And when it comes out the other end, I don't feel anything. But a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich that to me is not spicy at all. Like, I like the flavoring better. I mean, it's got a little heat to it, but it doesn't make me like gasp for air or make me down my drink or anything. That tears me up. Now they're studying it like volcanoes. Yeah. Steve's gotta wear one of those heat resistant, you know, the silver metallic suits every time he goes to the bathroom. She's got a butt flap in it. Steve's crack gets sunburned every Oh my god. Hazmat suit. Now that's me after I eat chicken these days. I don't know what it... Ever since I got the vid, anytime I eat chicken, it smells god-awful. And I don't know what part of the vid that makes that happen, but I swear to God, ever since I had the vid, anytime I have chicken, doesn't matter what kind of chicken it is, whether it be like chicken tendies, whether it be like chicken and dumplings, I will peel the freaking wallpaper off the walls. It smells awful. That's how chat goes from Melbourne to go south so fast. I mean, it's your fault. You brought up... Well, no, okay, no, technically it's my fault. I said Mustache Man was constipated, and that explained his behavior, his attitude. My bad. JT's not even here. That's the real shocker. JT's not here, and somehow our conversation's about poop. Kinda glad he's not. I really don't want to hear about the goddarn Chiefs or Justin Tucker's happy endings. It's crazy how that was been reported for years. Like there's posts about it from like 2 years ago. People commenting, talking about it, and it never came to light that he was kind of a prevert. He's probably wondering why he kept going on about his bodily functions. That's if he's even listening. He was looking for hot sauce. I feel bad for his wife. She probably did not know that she needed full fire training when they got together. She's the chief of Steve's own personal fire department. He hits for the toilet. She runs and throws on her gear with a water can ready to put out the flames. Yeah, I cracked myself up. That's all that matters. He's full of turn out gear on standby. Yeah, she's got a rack inside the bathroom closet. Just opens the door. She can toss her gear on. Goes second alarm. Gotta get mutual aid from the kids. They drive up in was it the Marshall, the Paw Patrol Power Wheels fire truck, the working water cannon. It's just modified to be a full blown nozzle. Oh, God. Dehydrated jalapeno. My stepmom, she's allergic to green peppers. Like, so she can't eat jalapenos, banana pepper, none of that. She can't have anything with a pepper that's green. So like bell peppers, she can't do any of that. I don't even know if she can have like the yellow bell peppers, red, I don't know, but anything green peppers she's allergic to. But my dad loves peppers, so she planted jalapeno seeds, and this woman had, like, she could have supplied the grocery store. She had so many of them popping up that she ended up dehydrating them and crushing them up to make pepper flakes for my dad's pizzas. So, good Lord. Every time I went over there, she's like sending me home with a little basket full. She's like, I don't want them to go to waste. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. My dad's like, make some jalapeno poppers out of them, or wrap them in bacon, throw them on the grill. Yeah, okay. Well, you do that, home dog. But she did pickle some of them. I like throwing some pickled jalapenos on my like pizzas, or throwing it on sandwiches and stuff. Especially throw them in some like scrambled eggs, or if you make an omelet, throw some jalapenos in. Oh yeah. I'll eat banana peppers on pizza. That's about it. I recently have, this might be weird, but Aldi has this really good lunch meat ham. I get it with pepper jack cheese, and I toss some banana peppers on it, and on the little mini sub rolls they have at Aldi. Delicious. Delicious. I do also enjoy me some mango, mango habanero flavored stuff. I don't think I can eat straight up habanero, but mango habanero flavored stuff. That's pretty good flavor combo. Can't remember what. There was a meat stick I used to get that was mango habanero flavor, and it was so good. I don't think they make them anymore. My wife used to always make fun of me because I put Tabasco sauce on my eggs. I can't eat eggs without Tabasco. I don't know what. I love the flavor of Tabasco sauce on my eggs. And she finally tried it and she's like, that's not bad. So I've been telling you it's good eating right there. I've been contemplating getting. They have habanero cheese. I've been debating whether to get it, see if I like it or not. So how do you plant long grain rice? Is there a tutorial for that? Help. How to start. Build mode, icon view. Farming basics, cultivating, plowing, sowing crops. Rice variety, okay. Long grain rice. Long grain sown by the spring in a rice field, not... Okay, long grain rice is sown in spring on a rice field that has not yet been flooded. This type of rice has a slightly longer growth phase than the wet planted rice and also produces a lower yield. However, you don't need any special machine to plant to harvest rice, which makes it affordable right from the start of the game. But this variety of rice field should only be flooded when the first green sprouts have emerged from the soil. Otherwise, some plants will not germinate in the whole. Okay. So you could just plant it with a regular planter. And then when it first starts to pop up, you flood the field. Okay. Well, we'll try that next. Alright, check Discord. My sauces. My salsa. My salsa. Steve went all in. The spicy shark. I'm just looking at the chairs behind it to see which one has scorch marks on it. That's Steve's chair. My salsa. My bean, my bean, my bean, my bean, my bean. The spicy shark chart is pretty good stuff. Ain't got no ass blasters hot sauce though. What's up, CW? How you doing, man? You ever had hot honey? That's what's amazing fish on pizza. I had it, and I was tossing my I would get the popcorn chicken. It's like Tyson's popcorn chicken or whatever. It's the plain, not the one like buffalo ones or anything. And I would toss my popcorn chicken in. It was really, really good. That's good to hear, C-Dibs. My bird. If you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you. You know, Mattel really missed out. I got the new Sid Vicious action figure, and the leg does not bend the opposite way that it's supposed to. They really missed out on that. They should have made that the first. Oh, if you don't know, look up Sid Vicious leg injury and curse me later. That was, that scarred me. I was gonna say, is this thing, are those lights? They are. Something out of Star Wars. That's your little R2-D2 robot. Your co-pilot. My band, my band, my band, my band. What? Listen up, baby. Okay, what if? Hear me. What the heck is chocolate pepper X? Some weird psychopath probably took a pepper flakes and put it into chocolate and chocolate pepper X. Some psychopath actually was like, yeah, you know what? Not only will it melt your butthole, but it will melt the chocolate in your mouth. Beyond hot. Steve, I don't trust you. I'm sorry. When you say something, well, okay. When you say something's hot, yeah. Yep. 100% staying away from that. 100%. I don't want to be anywhere near it. I don't even want to smell it, because smelling it would probably just fry your nostrils. If you say, oh, it's just a little hot, nope. Not touching it either. I'm the type of person that I like spicy, but I don't like when the spice cancels out the flavor. You know what I'm saying? When, like, there's hot sauce that is just so hot that it doesn't have flavor. Like, it just cancels out what you're tasting. I don't like that. I want flavor with my spice, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't want to eat something that's just so hot. Like, I could probably take it and I'll probably regret it in the next day. But I don't like eating stuff that is just so hot that it just doesn't have, like, like, you can't taste the flavor. If that makes any sense. I don't like that. I'll pass on that every time. Meat rub, 2 smaller bottles of wet, that's insanely hot. Okay. And that's working habanero and clove. Remind me never go to Steve for a cookout. He's got like pepper X and fused hot dogs that he's tossing on the grill. You know. No, sir. No, sir. Steve hosts a community cookout. Next day, they write a song. Bye, Biden. The sewer system, goodbye. My brother-in-law played a card game and the loser had to take his place for us. That's all I won. Makes my taste buds hurt. Steve's got the iron gut. That's what it is. Dang, we are still not even half done with this field. Oh, hello, fella. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Turning you up.
Oh, okay.
You're all the way up.
All right. I know what I can do on my end. I don't think anything changed. Might have.
Maybe I've zoomed in too close to the tractor and it was overpowering you, because you're fine now.
All right.
Did you get your computer set up?
It is functioning. It is plugged in. And that's about it. I like assembled my desk, and like very, very preemptively because I'm still rocking concrete floors here.
So you put it all together just to have to take it all back apart to move it out?
I mean, the way that we're doing the floors, I'm pretty sure I can do like half the floor and then like pick the desk up and move it over to the side that's done and then finish it. I think I should be able to do that. But like I don't have like my entire setup is I don't even know how to organize it now because now that I know that I'm like not moving again and I have a dedicated space for just this stuff, I'm like trying to figure out the best layout for everything. So it's a good chance for me to mess around with stuff, but I have like I braided all my cords for everything because I use this for work and gaming, so I've got like every input for the monitors used up, and I took all those and like put them in this like cable organizer sleeve thing, and yeah, so I just left the sleeves together when I packed everything up. So I just have like the display ports plugged in and the power plugged in, and everything else is just hanging loose.
Hanging loose.
Yep. So I got enough to have a desk, put my microphone in, and my PC sitting on the concrete, and I have 2 monitors, and that's about it.
Yeah, I made the mistake of pulling the trigger early on how I had mine set up, and now I want to move my tower to the other side of my desk.
I know.
Means
See,
I
that's
have to unplug everything, move it around just to plug it back in.
So with my, like for me, I was planning on, like, so I wanted to be able to like kind of slide the chair over to the like, racing setup next to my desk. But I before I had it on the right side, which is where my tower is, like under my desk, and all the cables and stuff reach fine. But I kind of want to have it on the left side of my desk, but I don't want to put the PC over on the left side of the desk. So now it's like the USBs for the steering wheel and stuff aren't going to stretch all the way over to the right side to plug into the computer. Yep. I mean, it could, but then I'd have to switch my monitors because one of the things that I'm setting this up for is I have the monitors on like a swivel mount thing that clamps in, and so I want to be able to, like, if it's too much of a pain, if we're doing like ATS or something like that, if it's too much of a pain to set up the VR, I want to be able to like swing the monitor out in front of the steering wheel setup, and I have the monitors backwards for that because I have a 4K and a 2K, and the 4K is on the left, and that's what I game on, but I can't have the tower sitting on the left side while I'm on the left side of the desk. So it's a whole thing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like redo all the cables and get different lengths and stuff.
The struggles.
Yeah, it's just like it doesn't feel right. I don't know what's gonna fix it. Least of my concerns, though. I accidentally all of the fish in my aquarium are dead.
Oh no, not the eel too.
So the eel he's there. Like he's not having a good time, put it that way. Yeah. but the other ones, so we only had 3 fish because we're like, once the fish are gone, we're getting rid of this aquarium. And so we had like one tetra that's just been thriving. It just loves chaos. It's just like, hey, how you doing? Anytime you walk past, it swims up to you. And then I have like 2 cherry barbs, which are like little red fish, and they've been on their way out for like 2 months. Like just not doing very well. And then the eel. And so I moved them all over here last night. It like totally rushed the process. What you should do is have the new aquarium completely set up and like cycled through, so the filter's like good to go and all that stuff. So you can just like plop them in, and it's no big deal. But I needed the stand that the existing aquarium was on, so I couldn't cycle everything through. So I just took 5-gallon buckets from Lowe's with like lids, and I transferred half the water over. I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's like the regular water. It should be okay. And yeah, transferred the fish over and just slapped it on in a brand new tank, like new filter, new everything. I completely trashed the old aquarium because it was nasty. And yeah, plopped them in, and they seem to be doing okay. And then this morning they were all swimming at the top of the tank, and I was like, okay, well that means the water might be too cold, or there's not enough oxygen in the water. And so I like cranked the heat on it, and then we checked this evening, and like the 2 redfish are just like, one of them, we got a live plant too. We put that in today because we're like, oh, that'll give off oxygen for them. And so one of the fish just died in the leaves of that plant. And yeah, there's one that's like floating at the top of the tank upside down. And there's another one that's just like right on the rocks in the bottom, just kind of dead too. And my wife's just like, we assassinated them. And I was like, no. We had good intentions. We did the best we could in this situation. So it's more like negligent homicide.
You bought a whole new tank and everything just to kill all your
Yeah,
fish?
and we killed them. Yeah, so like, I don't know. I know I didn't do that correctly, like how to transition fish, but like I only had at that point, I had like 4 hours to make that happen. So I did the best I could. I just hope, I mean, the other ones, so listen, I know it sounds awful, but the average lifespan for these fish, especially like the tetra and the cherry barbs, you can look it up. It's like 3 to 5 years. All right. We've had these fish since like 2019 or 2020. So like they had a good life. I feel bad because they didn't do anything wrong. And my negligence resulted in their expiration.
It was coming soon anyway.
But they lived a good life. So I feel bad that what I did caused that. However, like, you know, at the end of the day, they lived a good life. However, Snape, the eel, they can live to be like 18 years old. Now, I would feel terrible if he died. And so I'm trying my best right now. So I cranked the heat up in like the little heater thing. I cranked it all the way up to the maxed it out. It goes to like 96. Yeah, but the thing is, I had it up at like 82. And for like community fish, like freshwater fish, it's like 76 to 78 is kind of like the ideal temperature for them. And so I had it cranked to 82. Just so I was like, oh, we got to heat up this water. And this morning, the tank was at like 70. So I was like, that's not good. So I cranked the heat up. And yeah, I ratcheted it all the way up. As soon as I saw the fish were not living anymore, I was like, I turned it all the way up to 96 just to get the tank up. And then I took a cup of like super hot water and poured that in there to boost the temps a little bit. I don't know. I won't be able to live with myself if the eel dies.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Because last time we moved, I had to leave him in the bottom of the tank and transfer the tank. And it was a super cold day. It was actually snowing. And I had him in like the bed of my truck, just driving up the highway. And he survived that. Right? Because I couldn't catch him. This time, I caught the bastard, like, instantly. Just threw a net down, got him, and dude tried to jump out of the tank. I don't know if you know anything about eels, but
absolutely nothing other than
they are escape
I don't
artists.
Be anywhere near them.
Oh, they're escape artists. They love like jumping out of tanks. They're like dolphins. They can just jump out of the water.
Yeah, nope.
So I was trying to put it in a plastic bag with water in it. And the thing was just like squirming. But I got it. And I fully expected to not be able to. And of course, I just unintentionally kill it after that. It's not dead yet, but we'll see.
We're going Eel Watch 2025. Does he survive?
I will keep you posted, and if it dies, I won't tell anybody.
Yeah, no, he's still alive. He's still alive. Are you sure about
I feel like I could get like arrested for like animal cruelty. It's like I had the best of intentions. I wasn't trying to. I did everything I could. Least of my concerns, though. This place is like staying at. You ever stayed at like a hotel that's like back in the 80s?
You mean my apartment? My old apartment?
Yeah, like I don't know. You ever just like stayed at a motel or like a hotel or actually a motel, and the shower just like that head on the shower, it just like sucks.
Yeah.
And you take a shower and it's like enough to get clean, but you don't really feel like you took a good shower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's like what our shower is here.
Upset.
It's just like super sad to take a shower. And I'm like, I can't live like this. And we've also like, because it was an elderly person that was living here before, the tub is covered in those like little, they're like, you know the Sky in Bikini Bottom?
Yeah.
SpongeBob? Alright, so it's just like little graphics like that all along the bottom of the tub. And we have used like literally every chemical known to man. Like there was one that I had to use like a mask to apply. And this does not come off.
It's not
So,
built
like,
into the tub, is it? Because we had that in
No.
our
This
other
is like
unit.
no, it's not. It's a sticker that goes on there, but that shit is like it's literally sandpaper. So if you wanted to like slip and fall in my shower, good luck. You can't.
Get road rash on your bum.
Yeah. So it's like the most disappointing shower ever.
I don't know. The one
And we're done.
One we got is barely tall enough for me. Like I can almost see over top the curtain.
We're so same, and so we have that. I think you have the same thing. I think we talked about this. Has that like weird drop down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the good thing is, I might be able to actually do something about that, because I went up in the attic the other day, because I was like, this is stupid. Like my head, I'm not tall. Like I'm 5'8" and a half. Right?
Oh damn!
Give me that
I'm
half
taller
inch.
than you.
Yeah. I'm not tall. And but like my head is probably like it might be 6 feet. It might be 6 feet. But in that you have the shower head, which sits like 4 inches before that, or like below that line. So the shower head is essentially like at my head. And I'm like, this is stupid. Like this has to go. So I went up into the attic. I was just like, is there something important that's up here that is like, we need to have this drop down? No. And it's just like, oh yeah, of course. Like everyone was like even shorter than me back then.
Yeah, then they put the sprinkler systems in here.
Mm-hmm.
And
yep.
I was getting dressed after my shower the other day, and I struck the damn sprinkler, busted my knuckle open.
Oh my god! Oh, at least you didn't hit the
Set
sprinkler.
it off, yeah.
Holy shit! That would.
So now when I get dressed, I gotta take like 3 steps to the left.
Yep. I know. Well, we're like. I mean, we've been all out. So, we moved that fish tank. That was the last thing we moved out of the apartment. And that was yesterday. And we thought it was going to be easy because we knew we were going to get a new tank. And we went to the PetSmart, got a tank, brought it back. It was cracked. I'm going somewhere with this. And so brought it back. We're like, oh, yeah, there's a crack in it. We got a new one. And they're like, oh, yeah, we checked it out back, and we checked it for cracks. There's nothing. We're like, okay. Brought it back here. There's a crack in it. And so went up to New Hampshire to, like, the next closest PetSmart, and they had one that was perfect, but it's, like, a 20-minute drive. And so what was something that was supposed to take, like, 15 minutes ended up taking so long, and it's just been like that, like, all week long. So we haven't been able to like unpack anything at all since we moved on Saturday. So there's just like boxes and like just shit. We can't even like get into the lower level anymore because it's just all packed with shit. Just awful. Terrible. And yeah, I forgot where I was going with that.
I'm going somewhere with this, don't worry. Nah, I forgot where I was going with it.
Yep. It's been a week, man. Oh, yeah. Bottom line is there's so many boxes, so much shit. Like, we can't... Like, it was spread out over 4 floors before, and here, where it's just 2 levels, we can't find places for anything. Because, like, our kitchen's smaller, and, like, all the rooms are smaller, and stuff. So, we can't find homes for anything. And that might loosely correlate to the last thing that you said.
We still have boxes, but we've been taking time because we lost that outdoor storage unit. And
Right. Yeah.
We like all of the closets inside are like shorter, so we have less places to put stuff on, like stash it away.
Mm-hmm.
So we went Walmart. I'm gonna guess these things were that there was a fire somewhere, and the reason why they're so cheap is because they smell like smoke, like reek of smoke.
Fair.
The 27 the
it's like buying a used car.
Yeah, the totes that are like the ones from Lowe's that have the yellow lids. These are
have I have
lids.
those.
Yeah.
Yep, I know exactly.
I
what
had
you're talking about
few
because
of
I was debating whether I wanted the yellow or the.
I have a few of the 17-gallon ones, and we went into Walmart the other day. It was like the 17-gallon ones are like $13, $13.99 or something, I think. and
Oh, dude, the one up from that's way better.
the 27 gallon, yeah, they're only like $9. So it was like, hey, let's get a couple of those. And as I'm pulling them apart, I was like, Jesus Christ! A woman had just walked by me, and it smelled like god awful smoke. I was like, God damn, she smokes way too fucking much. And as we're going around, I was like, that smell is not going away. Where is that coming from? So I stuck my head down to the tote. I was like, oh, it's the tote. That's probably why they're so freaking cheap. So I've been sitting them out, airing them out, just waiting for them the smell to go away.
I know. Yeah. I mean, because we actually have an attic now, and I was like, the only thing we have a label maker. By the way, like, do you remember when label makers used to be like it had the full keyboard and you used to just like type out the label and it would come out on like almost like a braille looking kind of.
Hell, I remember where you had the little disc at the top and you had to switch it and punch it.
Yep. All right, so like that shit does not exist anymore. So now it's all like, so we got one because we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get all the yellow boxes or like the bins and label them so we can organize everything. It's all Bluetooth now, so you just buy the printer unit.
Yeah.
Remember when Game Boy had the printer?
Yeah, the thermal printers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that you like hooked up to the Game Boy and would print it out. Yeah. So it looks just like that, except it's Bluetooth. And you just like download the app and type out your label, and you can do like designs and shit like that, and it just like prints it out as like a sticker. It's crazy. But I was like, that's the only stuff that's going into the attic. In neat bins, properly labeled. Because those are hands down like the best things to have for storage.
That's what I told my wife. I was like, because we had so much crap in boxes from when we moved. I was like, we're all boxes are going away. I was like, we're getting rid of every single one. I've donated I don't know how much shit, tossed even more. I was like, if we don't need it, get rid of it. I have like 3 boxes of like, I have old Dale Earnhardt Senior. Like I have the Monopoly game. I have like a statue of him with all of his trophies and stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna see how much I can get for it. I'm not attached to it. I have my mother's car that she left behind, the Mark Martin car that's signed. It's like, I don't know why I'm still holding them. We're getting rid of it. I don't need it. Get rid. I got like 3 boxes of that sitting in the living room, just waiting for me to go up Dover, sell it all.
Yep.
We so when we moved it, they took out some of our cabinet space that we had in the old apartment, and so we're like struggling to find. And even the cabinets we do have are like slimmer, so it's hard to fit like a full size pan in them. So we're like, all right, let's get rid of the dining room table. I just took that over to my dad's. It's been sitting out in the Pathfinder for like the past week because we got an island that has like shelf or cabinets on it, and the back half has like seating space for it. So and it's on wheels, so we can maneuver it around and all that jazz. It's like we need more storage in this place. So we've just been getting rid of so much, and everything's fucking breaking. This is why I'm glad that I don't own this place. Dishwasher still doesn't work. We're on the 3rd week. Well, tomorrow will be week number 3 of it not working. Our kitchen sink was leaking. Now we have a hole in our wall from our ceiling from where they were supposed to come in and switch out the Wi-Fi box, and they still haven't done it.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on that.
Oh, dishwasher stopped working. Told them about it. They come over here. and they couldn't figure it out. They're like, we're gonna have to have GE come service it. That was 2 weeks ago. Still haven't heard any. Oh no, that was that would be 3 weeks ago Monday. We that 2 weeks ago, as we are doing dishes by hand, when we drained the sink, we realized that the sink's leaking. So we had a bucket underneath there. Went and told them that. Come and fix it that day. I shit you not. The pipe underneath, like he took, it was about the length of a toilet paper roll. Just a piece of PVC pipe that was just tucked in there. Like it wasn't screwed in or anything. It was just sitting in there. Because I watched him come in. He popped it out, cut a piece of pipe, screwed everything in, and he's like, there, that should take care of the problem. It's like, I'm sorry. What? And ours is not the only one, because while he was here fixing that, he's on the phone talking about how he had to go fix another sink. It's like, how's that pass inspection? The pipe was not screwed into anything. I guess they didn't fill the water up and make sure it wasn't leaking when they went through inspection. I don't know, but... And then the electrician comes in to swap it, because... So when we moved in, it was like a circular thing. I don't know if I took a picture of it or not. It's gone now, but it was a circular thing in the ceiling, and I was like, "What's that?" She goes, "Oh, it's gonna be for Wi-Fi. So all units will be equipped with Wi-Fi in the future." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I'm not gonna use it because it's not gonna be fast enough for what I need anyway." So, knock on the door last Friday. The electrician's like, hey, when they installed the boxes for the Wi-Fi, they actually installed the wrong boxes. So do you mind if I come in and fix or swap them out? I was like, sure. He comes in. He barely touches this thing with his drill. And I shit you not, the thing fell down into his hand. Now, keep in mind, this is right over top where my wife sits on the couch. So, it was held in barely by one screw. Barely. The other screw wasn't even... It wasn't screwed in anything. It was just sitting in there. And this thing was about a 5-pound metal box, circular box. And there was nothing in it. So, I guess it was just like a blank box or some sort. But there's nothing in it. I looked inside of it when he went out to get something else. I was like, there's literally nothing in here. It's just a 5-pound metal box that's been hovering over your head for the past month. And watched him as he's sitting there complaining about the guy who installed the other box, how he did everything wrong. I guess he thought I had no clue about anything electrical. He was telling me how bad he was doing it while I'm watching him do the exact wrong thing that he should have been doing. I'm just like, yeah, okay. I bet you're the guy that installed these boxes and you're coming back and fixing your mistake. But
yeah,
he's like, well, I don't have the right stuff. I'm gonna have to order parts. I'll be back sometime next week. Well, haven't seen him since.
Of course not. Gotta love contractors.
God, I swear to Christ, I miss my busted ass '80s apartment.
I mean, that's what I've been saying about like what I call like new builds these days. I mean, we've seen a bunch of the flips that they've done, and while your situation in terms of the renovations is a little bit different to the same extent, it is the same in that
it's 100% what they're doing. They're just basically flipping them.
Yeah, and then they can charge more for rent.
Oh, my rent hasn't gone up. Not going.
No, I know, but like I'm saying for like net new customers there. Like
yeah.
People that are moving in for the first time, they can charge a lot more. So what we noticed, and why one of the reasons while this this house completely
PJ's just
sucks,
chilling on concrete right now.
Not as frustrating as if you were to get like a flipped house, is that like the flipped houses, like they all have issues. Like we went and saw one that our real estate agent at the time, she's like, oh yeah, this is just through a friend, and might be able to do something off market if you guys like it, because we're close. We went in there and they like redid the kitchen, but like the backsplash wasn't even attached to the wall. It was like hanging off. It was attached to the granite countertop, but it wasn't even connected to the back wall. So it's like, well, what purpose does that serve? And they had like a coax outlet thing that wasn't being used anymore, and they literally, all they did was just paint over it. They just painted it. It was still in the wall, installed. And then there was just like a hole at the bottom of the stairs going into the basement. It was an unfinished basement. At the bottom of the stairs, there's just a hole in the ground that they just put a piece of plywood over, and you pull it up, and it's just a hole. It's like, well, what is this?
Portal to hell.
And she's like, I don't know. It's like, okay, well, like, it seems like what I call like putting lipstick on a pig. They cover it up to make it look like it's good, like put in new things to make it look shiny and fancy, but they skirt over the actual big problems. So you're paying a premium for a quote-unquote like renovated place, but then you still have to go back and fix everything because they didn't do it right when they renovated it. And it's been super common in the real estate market. There's this house that's like, when my wife takes the back roads to go to work, she's been going past this house for like 2 years, and it was like a farmhouse, old farmhouse. Someone bought it, renovated it, and the entire time I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna be listed for like $1 million, and it's probably gonna be shit. And sure enough, it went on the market. She's like, when it goes on the market, can we go look at it? Can we maybe